taking anything.
I was taking
prescribed.
Marine D3 for a while,
Good.
and it was
Yes, with
I
those
think
allergies.
it came from the ocean,
Algae.
and I've said for many years that our healing will come from the ocean. They just found something 5,000-year-old specimen just saw it in today's newspaper, and I'm like, oh my God, if they could live to be 5,000 or whatever, hey, sign me up, even though I don't like the ocean.
Right?
But we're almost down to the end.
We
of
have
the show.
15 minutes
Oh,
left.
okay. I thought you said 5. I was getting worried.
What do you guys think about anything from the ocean? Like, I don't know, whatever.
You have to be careful now because the oceans are polluted. I hate to say it, but it's true. And they've been polluted a long time. I was a big fan of Jacques Cousteau. I used to contribute to them for years.
Yeah.
And he saw the changes in the ocean more than anybody did. And he went and he would go to these summits, the World Health Summits and everything, and he would tell them what he saw. But no one wanted to listen. It's unfortunate,
wow.
So we let things go, and that's why we have the problems we have now.
We're in the
The tuna are contaminated because of the smokestacks from the cold burning smokestacks, and that's where the mercury comes from. It goes in the air, it rains down, it ends up in the ocean, and then you have mercury, and that's what the fish are eating. And that's why I say eat small on the food chain. I would suggest eating sea vegetables, which is kelp, kombu, which is also kelp, the same thing.
Right.
Dulse is a good one. It's a little flake you can sprinkle it on your soup, on your vegetables, on your salads. It's excellent stuff. There's tons of minerals in it. We need minerals more than anything. A lot of people don't realize we are lacking minerals more than anything. Even if you're eating organic, the food does not have as much minerals as it used to. And if the soil has no minerals in it, guess what, folks? It's not coming from thin air.
Right.
It's not in the. If you're not eating organic, you're not getting minerals, minimum, if any, because it's all raised on fertilizer. Fertilizer isn't minerals; it's chemicals. So. You need minerals. So if you supplement with something, by putting it in your food, hijiki is a good one. But like I said, read your labels. I've been reading labels now because I want to make sure it's not coming from Japan, because their waters are contaminated with radiation.
Ooh, yes, that's right.
Big time.
Yeah.
And the good thing about the sea vegetables, like kelp, it's good for balancing your thyroid because it has good iodine in it, good quality iodine. It also helps with any kind of radiation exposure. So if you take an x-ray, for instance, you need to supplement with something or take a sea salt bath to remove the radiation from your body.
Oh, wow.
Talking about salt, I eat sea salt now.
It's good.
It's better than the other stuff.
Than the regular salt,
It does give you a bit of a flavor.
Much more of a flavor than the regular.
Yeah.
But what's good is like Himalayan salts and Celtic salts. Those are super, charged
now, where do you
with
suggest that you're
minerals.
both in the same field, same but different, but really is it meets in the middle? What do you suggest? Going to like a specialty store to pick that up?
Yeah, you can go to a health food store and get any of that, or you can go online and find it. I find a lot of stuff online. It's not that expensive.
Probably Whole Foods.
Yeah, Whole Foods.
I was going to ask if Whole Foods might be one.
Yeah, they would have all of that.
Interesting. Very interesting. So my allergies, as we know.
Got to get you detoxed.
Yeah, well, it's funny
toxins
because
out of
it
your
seems like there's a certain time during the day that so when we were talking before about the incinerators and all the stuff that they dump, I'm wondering what time do they start? Maybe they start at a certain time because it's almost like every single day it starts at a certain time.
Well, maybe your body just gets filled up with it at that point. It can't take anymore, and that's when you're having the runny nose and the symptoms. Like I was saying before, when the liver is too toxic, that's when you have an outward symptom appear.
And the toxicity would come from certain types of foods?
Yeah, it come from anywhere. They come from the water, the air, the food.
You're breathing it, you're eating it.
Yeah.
What about like a sinus infection? Is there a natural way to get rid of that?
Yeah, there is, but you have to be willing to do it.
What's that?
There's a lot of different things. I would have to, see it individually for that, because there's a lot to it. It's not just something you can explain in 5 minutes.
It usually take a long time, though, once you, start on that. In other words, what's the average amount of time to clear?
It depends, but the one thing that you can really start off doing is to cut out dairy, because dairy will cause congestion, mucus forming, Dairy is made for a baby cow, not for a human.
I only drink half and half. It's probably not good, right?
No, that's
dairy.
You're better off. No, honestly, you're better off with half and half because of the fat in it. The fat helps you to digest it. A lot of people are afraid of the fat. Full fat milk is only 4% fat.
All right, so
it's not that much.
When you go to the store, they got half and half. They've got 1%, 2% skim milk.
Don't get any
whole
of those.
Milk.
Those half and half, those 1%, 2%. That when you take the fat out, your body cannot digest it properly, so it putrefies in the system. So it's worse for you than if you drank a full half and half dairy instead. So whenever you eat dairy, it should always be full fat. And get organic. If you're going to eat dairy, get organic. They're giving these cows hormones and antibiotics on a daily basis. And it's all made to help them to create more milk. It's all genetically modified, and we don't need to be putting that in our bodies. This is why there's so much obesity in this country.
No, that's true.
It's all the food that we're feeding people. You know, they don't accept this in Europe. They will not take this. They're a lot wiser than we are about that.
It just made me think of something. When you go to, when you discuss whatever, do you make up menus? Like
if people ask, I make up menus for people.
Certain types of food for certain...
Yeah, well, in my cooking classes, I teach you how to cook things you're not familiar with, such as how to use sea vegetables.
Okay.
So that you can use them. You know, if you buy the bag and you don't know what to do with it, but most of them tell you on the bag anyway, something you can do with it.
Yeah. What about microwave? I know a lot of us microwave stuff, Zip that out.
No. Don't microwave. Microwave kills the nutrients in the food. And if you're microwaving in plastic, the plastic is leaching xenoestrogens into your food, and you're getting estrogen that's artificial in your body. It's not good.
Interesting.
Yeah, xenoestrogens
I'm
from
always
plastic.
nuking everything. Oh yeah, I'll nuke it.
Toaster oven works, pot works. Just put it in the pot and heat it up. Takes 5 minutes in a pot too. I tell people, please don't use a microwave. If you're going to use it for a hot towel if you have a sprain or something, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's good.
Don't put water in it.
I feel like I want to hide under the table.
I know, right? What do you guys think about in that dairy category, like soy milk?
No, don't drink soy anything. The only soy we should be eating is fermented soy, because the fermented soy is able to be digested. The other soy products that we make are all American-made soy products. They don't drink soy milk in Japan. They don't have soy turkey in Japan.
Right.
They eat miso, tempeh, and natto. They're not eating all of this other stuff that's artificial and highly processed.
And most of them are very thin. You very really see a heavy.
Wait, so the soy stuff is
you don't
heavily processed?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's interesting to know.
That's why you only want miso, tempeh, or natto. Those are the only ones you should be eating. And make sure they're organic. Soy is 98% genetically modified in this country. So you don't want to be eating a lot of soy.
See how many people know that? I bet.
Yeah.
I haven't heard one person.
Right, and talking about that,
say
that.
Still have a few recommend soy
so that's,
if you're having hot flashes or anything like that, and really, it's not good for you.
Right, that's what I was going to say. I wonder why they had the big hype on it then. Because
they're selling it.
Because they're trying to sell it.
There
you go.
You only have want to get rid of your hot flashes, avoid sugar in coffee and red wine.
I don't take sugar.
There you go.
Before I forget, I know we still have 10 more minutes, but I'd like you ladies to give your information out, because there is someone that's too shy to call. Please call. They're very interesting subjects and very interesting ladies. 996-6179. But Donna, would you give out your information again, and as well as Eileen?
It's Afterglow Company, and I can be reached at www.afterglowcompany.com. And my phone number is 631-838-8426, and I do Kavana distribution as well. And there is the website on my Afterglow Company site. You can find everything that you need on there. There's also a listing of resources for resilience, which include things for grief and other issues that you may encounter in your journey.
Thank you. And Eileen, please.
I'm Eileen Weilbacher, and my business is Be Healthy Now. You can go to www.b, the letter B, the word healthy, the word now.com, and you can sign up for my newsletter. Like I said, I do holistic health coaching. I work with people one-on-one or in groups to help you to have a healthier lifestyle and do the activities you love doing for the rest of your life. I love to dance. I have a client right now. She's 87, and she still dances, and it's when she feels the best. That's when she doesn't have pain. Isn't that great? I said, well, then you got to dance every day.
Exactly.
You know, it's the truth. You know, when you do what you love,
Of course.
your life is transcended.
Oh, totally. I don't know if you have somebody calling, you know. I know my friend Anne-Marie. Why don't you, I mean, I know you're like I am. We're all multitasking. Why don't you give the audience, in case they want to contact you? I know you're a reporter, or you basically worked with the Independent.
There's two things. Yeah, exactly. There's 2 things. One is working with the Independent newspaper in East Hampton. So if you want to advertise, be a part of a sponsor for any of the events that we have or that we're involved with, you could call me at 877-8847. It's a 631 area code. And then also I have my own company, Fame Hampton, which gets involved in a lot of bookings. There's a Suffolk Theater that just opened up in Riverhead, so that was a good weekend. So the coverage will be in the paper tomorrow. So we're going to be booking a lot of different things there, whether it be book tours, bands, things like that. So if you want to get involved in anything like that. Also, I do a lot of public relations, so if you're trying to get yourself out there, that's another thing. So it all ties into everything together. So the same thing, 631-877-8847. Contact me.
And Jason.
And me. Several ways as well. Facebook, of course, and my website, www.jasongalka, that's GALKA.wix.com/JJ.
And tell the audience when your show's on.
And I do a show as well, Mondays at 5:30 p.m., Channel 20, and Encore Mondays is 11 a.m. on Tuesdays.
And
and I am also in Brookhaven
right.
Town. I always forget that little piece of
Gotcha.
information. Wednesdays at 11:30 p.m. in Brookhaven.
Right, so that's real important, you know. And we did go to the after party. Well, you guys were there early because I had a party prior to that, and it was fun. And I'm telling you, it's so nice to have something like that out here.
Oh yeah, everybody was waiting, and there's
up the doors.
plans for the building right next to it at the Woolworth that they're doing. That's going to bring a lot of. So we just got that news yesterday. So
good, and they had the flappers, they had everything there. I mean, it was just the music.
Yeah, my dance teachers were there. They
really,
a flapper.
Really?
Oh, really?
I would have gone,
funny.
but I already had plans to go to the West Hampton Beach Theater that night. But we drove through, and it was cool. All these people came in their old cars.
Yes,
yeah,
it was beautiful.
It was so neat.
I wasn't there that long, but it was just fun for the time I was there. And if you guys want to contact me, you can go to my website, janetrussellpresents.com. Email me at rosebudsjanet.msn.com. What else am I doing? Call me 631-654. I don't even know where I am anymore. 631-654-3353.
don't forget Save a Pet this
Oh
weekend.
yes, this
Save
is a
a Pet
biggie.
this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, we're doing it this. And please, you folks know how I love my animals. I call them my babies. Okay.
And March 20th at the Indigo is
Yes,
going to be your spirit
yes.
communication. So
An
it's a
evening
group
of spirit.
situation.
It's going to be fun. Don't miss out. And that's actually what I'm doing. This is the Save a Pet. Okay. They still have some seats. Like I say, there's going to be 2 sessions. Okay, 7 to 8 o'clock. Then another one 8:15 to 9:15, and then after we're done with that, go to 89 North. Amber Ferrari is going to have a CD. Release party.
Yeah.
We'll be there. Of course, I'll be there late as usual. But my friends, thank you so much for coming. I mean, it was such an interesting show.
I think people learned a lot.
Yes,
things
I
they didn't know.
I did too.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I think.
Yeah, we all did, you know. So hopefully you guys will be back again.
We will grocery
Soon,
shop
okay?
a lot smarter this week.
Yes,
There you go. It's all
Yes,
about
you know.
education. You know?
Exactly.
And we
Making
want to
healthy
thank you all
choices.
for watching. Okay, again, Beyond the Unexplained, and also my other show is The Spirits Within, where we go to haunted places. And by the way, you remember the place you were with me in
do.
Coram? Well, guess what? There's no more spirits. I
They
spoke with the
are
owner, so we
ghost
did
free.
get them to move on, and that makes me feel good when I have a part of that. You know.
So they transcended into their next life?
Well, we kind of told them it's time for them to go to their loved ones, and they were kind of talking on the Ovilus. Anyway, good night, Eileen. Good night, Anne-Marie. Good night, Jason. Good night, Donna.
night.
Good
Thank
night,
you
Janet.
all.
Good night.
God bless. Be good to each other, but most of all, be good to you. You're the most important person out there. Thanks for calling in. Watch us next month. Another interesting show. It was a fun show.
Yeah,
Went fast, right?
Did go fast.
Yeah, went very, very
We
fast.
got a lot in, though.